let me explain to you something else. I really never wanted to have to address this, but some people have asked. Oh, Owen Benjamin. Owen Benjamin, you know him, you love him, he's been on the show, he's a dear friend of mine. A lot of people have been asking what's going on. I don't know. And let me tell you this. Owen doesn't respond to phone calls from me, from Johnny Boy, a good friend of mine, a good friend of his, Darren, my father, who he is close with and respects. Nothing. We have real concern for him. We love Owen. Some of the greatest times I've had would be me and Owen sitting watching Steven Seagal films, riffing. But no calls, no answers to texts that, hey, we're calling, and a voicemail that is permanently full. But then he gets bold and shoots you guys straight on a live stream. And have the call logs to prove it. And by the way, I want to make sure this is really clear. Owen was never let go from this show. Owen could still write for this show, and I love Owen. Owen's a brilliant writer. It has nothing to do with the moon landing being fake, that he believes that, or any other conspiracy that he may or may not believe out there. Some people believe that he believes in conspiracies that he doesn't even believe in, and I don't know exactly. It's that Owen, someone whom I love dearly, in this capacity has been unaccountable. And when anyone would express concern, he would lash out and torch the bridges, including, by the way, with fans. With our fans, arguing with them, upset. I still haven't spoken with him because he has yet to answer any phones or texts trying to reach him. Owen, if you're watching, I love you. Everyone here loves you. But you've actually got to talk with someone to have any understanding as to what's going on here. And guess what? Someone who lashes out like that and leaves a lot of destruction and chaos in their wake, including with the people who love them most, at a certain point, I'll tell you what, this is kind of peeling the curtain back a little bit. I have to protect my people, meaning the rest of the team who make this all possible. Anyone who has an opinion on this topic right now really is simply a hater without any of the facts at their disposal, because no one publicly knows them. I don't even know them yet. And I really hope that it's something that can be resolved and not on a YouTube live stream. Now, if someone right now, for example, says, hey man, I don't think you should have spoken about that at all. It seems like airing dirty laundry. That's a valid criticism. And I may even agree with it, because I tend to lean that way. But in this instance, because of the continual requests and calls and trying to reach someone who we love and care about and just breaking our hearts, and because of false information out there, I made a judgment call.
I just got a lot of messages that Crowder was talking about me on his show tonight, about how I got to answer my phone, and that he still wants me to write for him. I got very happy, obviously, because I miss him and I miss writing for him. And then, of course, the faceless sorry, I'm a little tipsy. The faceless accusations were like, oh, I thought you said that you called Crowder. He called you. No, this is what happened. And I never fucking strayed from the message. I thought I was going to be writing for him, and he took a month and a half off. I literally thought I was going to be doing a show with him. And I gave him space, and I texted him support, and I was doing all the good friend stuff. And then I saw that the show was coming back, and I wasn't a part of writing the new show. And I'm a grown-up, and I knew what that meant. It meant I wasn't a part of it. And they were doing a show. I've literally changed flights because Crowder wanted me to do punch-up for shows. There's no miscommunication when I'm on the team. That being said, of course I'd love to keep writing for him. I love the guy. I've always loved the guy. He's a great guy. I just texted him. And why I didn't answer his call? Because I was very sad. People have the right to be very sad. I don't like the phone ever. I don't answer the phone. I save most of my phone time for my mother because I barely talk on the phone. So when I have a pretty clear picture of what's going down and people are telling me they're worried about me because of moon landing situations, I don't want to talk. I'm a human being who gets sad. And so I wished him the best. On my streams, I texted him the best. But I didn't want to talk because I didn't want to either get angry or get sad. And that's fucking understandable. That isn't dodging calls. That's understandable. That's what human beings do. So me and Sidekick Bear here, I was very happy to see that he still values me. I thought that he wanted to just kind of, like, listen, I'm a damaged guy. I've had a lot of experiences in my life where people just kind of like, they just walk away. So I just felt that was the case. And for those of you being like, oh, Owen's being a fag. He's talking about feelings with another dude and a bear that has been dead since the 1950s. No. This is how men are with mustaches. You would know if you had a mustache, but you're a fucking coward. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I just texted Crowder again. Yeah, I wasn't ready. I was super sad. For real. I didn't show it on my streams because I've always been very supportive. But, like, the plan, like, to see, like, sketches and shit that I wasn't a part of and no one told me about, I knew I was out. And you would have done the same thing. No, fuck that. You would have been a bitch about it and probably freaked out. I did the mustache move and just kind of walked away. And I didn't want to be moralized on a phone. And yeah, I was probably paranoid. It had nothing to do with the moon landing. Apparently they don't care at all. Sorry for laughing. But like, I was a little paranoid. It wasn't about the moon landing. Apparently, it was a miscommunication. And hey, if he wants me to write for him, I will. If not, I won't. Either way, I'm a supportive guy with a mustache who doesn't like phones and spends most of his fucking day doing stuff around the yard. So don't come at me and Sidekick Bear. Yeah, I have issues with phones. All right, guys. I wish you the best. But I just want to kind of clarify that I wasn't dodging his call. I just didn't want that call. I've had so many traumatic calls where people moralize me and shit, and then I have to hate them. So I didn't want to do that with Crowder because I wanted to still, like, you guys get it. It's starting to appear like a big misunderstanding. Maybe the whole fucking team can get back together. I would love that. I would have always loved that. But I'm a man with a mustache, and men with mustaches have to do what's right in the moment. And they have to think about their family and their nation and their God and not really answer calls because they might start crying and yelling. If you had a mustache, you'd understand that. Anyway, 90% of you guys have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. And good for you guys. Good for you. You get to just live peacefully. Well, I don't have that opportunity. But for those of you that understand what I'm talking about, I just wanted to let you know that I was very happy to see Crowder say that. And I'm glad that they respect my moon landing position. And for those of you that think, oh, Owen's paranoid, he gets paranoid. Yeah, if you live my life, you'd be paranoid too. People actually do follow me around grocery stores. That's actually true in my life. You don't have to live that because you're an asshole. That's Sidekick Bear. All right, thanks for listening. I know I'm yelling a lot, but it's the mustache.